Hello and welcome to the Capacity Metro Connect preview podcast. My name is Saf Malik, senior reporter at Capacity Media, and I'm joined by James Netherwood, head of research at Capacity, and Andy Lipman, partner at Morgan, Lewis and Bockius. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
James, starting with you, why don't we start with a little bit of the background? What can you tell us about the history of Capacity's Metro Connect event and what makes it special?
There's a lot of history there for Metro. It's in the 23rd year now, and it's just growing so quickly. I was looking at the numbers, and the event should be double the size it was 2 years ago this year, which is just incredible. And it's grown from that sort of really core Metro Fiber event that it gets its name from. And now we're seeing people from every arm of digital infrastructure. We have lots of investors, private equity, lots of investment banks as well. And it's really grown, and it's becoming more and more diverse of an event as digital infrastructure as an asset class becomes more and more popular with investors. So it's really great to see. Yeah.
And Andy, obviously you're chairing day one of the event and you're moderating a panel discussion called How Can We Deliver on the Objective of BEAD with Maximized Efficiency and Return on Investment on day two. What are you expecting in terms of key discussion points on both days? And is there a particular panel apart from yours that you're looking forward to most?
Well, I've been pleased to help chair this conference for, I think, 21 of the last 23 years. So I have a special affinity to it. It's my favorite conference. It's an extraordinary, meeting of the leading minds and, pioneers in the infrastructure area. I really look forward to the CEO panel because we get the best and brightest and really get insights into the sector. It's an extraordinary time in the broadband infrastructure sector. Some of the issues we're looking at is now that the interest rates have stabilized, what do we see for M&A? We had a relatively hot period during the pandemic, slowed a little last year, picking up this year. Also this year, have an extraordinary infusion in the U.S. of broadband funding, including the $65 billion in the infrastructure bill, the BEAD panel. Money will be flowing this year and next. That's the panel I'm chairing. There's a tremendous focus on hyperscalers and the AI opportunity in the industry, not just for data centers, but for all sectors of infrastructure. We're dealing with, at the same time, this huge demand. We have a shortage of skilled workers and how we're going to address those issues. Another issue that always comes up at Metro Connect, because it's sort of an incubator for consolidation in the industry, is M&A activity, both horizontal integration, vertical integration. There's going to be a lot of discussion, many panels on that, how different asset classes are playing the sector, particularly infrastructure funds and issues of capital allocation, and particularly the last issue, fiber to the home. There's been a tremendous influx, across the board in fiber to the home. So tremendous amount of content.
Yeah, such a diverse range of topics. I'm glad you touched on AI because it seems we can't go through 1 week without talking about it. James, Capacity Metro Connect isn't just about the content though. There's a lot of stuff happening around the event. What opportunities are there for people going to the event?
So this year, for those who were there last year, you'll notice that the exhibition hall is much larger, which is perfect for anyone wanting to network, meet with our exhibitors. And there'll be sort of hosted breakfasts each day there, which will be a great opportunity to grab a coffee, a bite to eat before you kick off all your meetings for the day and just get to talk to people. And then, as always, it's always a staple of Metro Connect is the beer and barbecue reception on day one, which is out on a beautiful terrace and very popular with everyone who attends. And then on day two, we'll have another reception, which is sponsored by Windstream and Bank Street. And I think it's going to be a very popular one there in sunny, beautiful Florida. And there's a lot to do for everyone.
Well, just to pick up on what James says, the nice thing about Metro Connect, the weather is hot and the content is hot. So it's a great confluence.
Yes, thank you. It's a great way to put it, Andy.
Yeah, Andy, great shout. Appreciate that. I know it's going to be a lot warmer than here. Andy, you've been going to event for quite a while. How has the event changed since you first attended it?
I think it's really a reflection of the broadband industry. It started out fairly narrow, fairly one-dimensional in terms of metro fiber and long haul. And then as the industry evolved and became more multidimensional, so did the conference, bringing in towers and small cells and data centers and, more recently, fiber to the home and subsea. And not just those silos, but, we're now seeing those silos breaking down as, companies, investors are participating in multiple legs of the stool. So, the conference has really broadened out and also has, addressed many more disciplines like financing and technology and federal grant programs and, construction and of course AI. So, it's a very multifaceted, multidimensional conversation now.
And the event is taking place at the Fort Lauderdale Marriott Harbor Hotel. What can you both tell us about the location and the things to do around there?
Well, this would be my first time at the venue, but I've been looking at the area a bit for those sort of days off around the event. And I think I'm just excited to be somewhere warm. For those coming from New York and myself in London, I'm sure everyone's really looking forward to getting a bit of sun at the beginning of the year. So I'm very excited for it.
But it's a great venue. It's near the airport. For many of us, it's a direct flight, or if not, it's a quick cab ride up from Miami. It's right on the beach. It's a very spacious hotel. A lot of room for networking, receptions. It proved last year to be a extremely congenial venue.
And James, finally, is there still time for people to register?
There is, yes. I would suggest everyone hurries with those passes. You can register right up onto the day on site, but I would suggest booking those passes now because the networking platform is open, and this is the prime time for everyone to be booking in meetings. I think it's time to get registered if you haven't already.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to joining our audience who's listening to this at the event.
Thanks, Safir. My pleasure. Thanks, James.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Andy.